Hello, this is Team Virtues presenting today. We're delighted to give you our insight and recommendations for the Zurich Enterprise Challenge. The topic for Phase 1 concerns private equity investment in distressed assets, which is a very relevant issue given the current global economic turmoil. This presentation will start with a general overview that will include key elements of context and assumptions. We will then analyze the risk room and provide our findings. Then, we will go into key risk analysis, and finally, we will recommend that the risk analysis should go further. Hematite Capital Management is a private equity firm based in the US which focuses on distressed investing. Distress investing occurs at a very specific moment of the business life cycle, when the company has degrading economic indicators. In short, for a company like Hematite, an economic downturn and money to invest means opportunities to make returns. George Yip is a research specialist in global strategy. For the purpose of this presentation, we decided to use this very complete framework for international investment strategies. However, Hematite being a financial investor, two types of risk are not relevant to it. Indeed, we excluded both cost and competitive drivers and focused on market and government drivers. Below, you will find the top 10 countries with the best expected returns in the mining sector. We decided to regroup these countries by continental area: Latin America, Africa, and Asia Pacific. And now we're going to go deeper into the Zurich room analysis and give you our recommendations.
The first question is a two-part question. First, identify three most attractive locations for the firm to invest. Second, compare these countries with US, which is the firm's home country. To answer these questions, first we need to look at the economic and business environment and political and social stability of each country and compare them. We have all this information in Zurich Risk Room. So we performed our analysis by using the provided grading system. Lower 25%, median 50%, high 25%. Australia as 0.63, Chile as 0.74, Botswana as 0.78 as risk profiles. Now let's compare with US, which has a risk profile of 0.5, and Canada, which has a risk profile of 0.43, which is the top country for mining investment. Apart from point-in-time analysis, we also did trend analysis for the past 5 years, and the risk profile is more or less the same. Going back to the country selection, we have selected one from each continent. Australia from Asia Pacific, Chile from South America, and Botswana from Africa. Now that we have identified the countries, we need to look at the risks and how to mitigate them.
Here are the risks that top three countries have. These countries have common risks. Chile and Botswana show redundancy. China's slowdown affects Australia and Chile. Although the burden of government regulation would be affect notably on Australia, it has potential to affect all three countries. Regarding to the political risks, Botswana has human rights, rule of law, and state failure. Chile holds organization crime and political violence risks. How to mitigate these risks? For redundancy, we focus on mitigation on HR management. For China's slowdown, we consider insurance and facilitating exit options. Well-arranged exit plan, including short-term contract, would allow us to have quicker adjustment and prevent huge loss. For tackling government regulation, one efficient method is lobbying regulators and cultivating good relationships so that we can deliver we practitioners' voice better to them. Meanwhile, we also need to seek for legal optimization. As you can see, there is overlaps among countries, so one mitigation plan can be applied to multiple countries with some adjustment depending on the local situation. As for political risks, we consider solid CSR program will lead multiple positive effects on mining business. CSR would promote ethical value among companies and promote human rights and rule of law and so on. However, we also noticed that CSR and transparency would bring more redundancy, so we need to be careful with balancing it. We also found political risk insurance would be a key tool here. As you can see on the slide, there are overlaps among where insurance can work a mitigation tool in one of the most efficient options for these risks. For further due diligence, volatility of a commodity price, openness of the market for the global economies are important. Notably, environmental issue is crucial. Other than that, infrastructure, commercial distribution, and resource nationalism are significant. Thank you.